we ready? Are we ready? Yes. Okay. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are doing a Q&A session. First of all, congratulations to all of you for getting into colleges and starting your uni life soon. And a lot of you, if you haven't gotten colleges right now, of course there are going to be a lot of rounds and you're going to get into one, so don't worry. But because this journey can seem a little bit overwhelming from the outside, so I thought, why not just I'll make it a little bit less overwhelming by answering your questions. So I posted a community post which looked something like this, and I asked you to ask me questions about your college life starting soon. So we have all the questions right here, and I'm going to be answering as much as I can. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so there have been a lot of questions about what happens on an orientation day and what are you supposed to bring, what not, what you can expect, a lot of questions like that. So I'm going to answer them. Usually, sorry for the light fluctuating, but yeah, back to the question. So on the orientation day, you usually just come into college and there's a function or an event sort of that happens in each college where they introduce to you about the college, about the faculty, and then you have after the whole college orientation is over, you have department orientation. So whatever department you are in, for example psychology, maths, English, whatever, each of the department again gives you the orientation to their own departments, like the faculty and the procedure and what the department is all about, all the information that you need to know. So whatever you need to know, you will get to know on the first day of college, so don't worry about that. Just go there with an open mind and you'll be able to navigate it easily. Apart from that, the documents that you're supposed to bring, make sure you check your mails, you check your college websites, you check your portals to know what all you need to bring and not. If you are still confused, because all of the colleges have different formats, you can go to the student unions page and you can ask them there also from the union, so they can help you better, because I cannot give you a specific answer to this question. As far as I remember, we went with our fee slips, and I think a government ID proof would do for me. But please don't just take my word and go forward with it. Make sure you confirm it from the college itself or from the students union to be very sure. Okay, so the question is volunteering hours and schedule. How did you manage that? Because I'm scared. Help. Okay, so feeling overwhelmed and scared before entering into college is completely fine and normal. You will be able to navigate. For me also, first year was very, very overwhelming, and it took me a long time to figure out things. So each one of you will have your own journey, so don't worry about that. Apart from that, yes, college life can become hectic when you are supposed to manage your society work, when you're supposed to manage your volunteering hours in societies like NSS, NCC and stuff like that. But it's not that overwhelming. Also, it's easily manageable. The workload depends on the role that you're taking, and for example, if any society you're getting in, obviously you are going to be passionate about it, and it will be something apart from your studies or your major that you're pursuing, and that will be something that you will look forward to. It is an extracurricular activity, so you will be able to manage it, don't worry. And time management skills, धीरे करके you will learn in college, but it's not that difficult. It's going to be easy. For me, obviously the work is scattered throughout the week. You have your major work, but you have your major as in your college major ka work, and apart from that you have society work and stuff that sometimes comes at the last minute, or you are pre-informed a lot prior to when you're supposed to submit it. The key is time management. If you want to me to make a different video on how to manage things in college and how do I study in college, then I can make a separate video on that, because it is a huge topic. So if I get into it, then we'll miss out on a lot of questions. But it is okay to feel scared, and you will get through it. There are a lot of seniors and teachers to help you, but I assure you that it is manageable. Just keep in mind that you do not take a lot in your plate until you have things figured out. And if you feel that you have things figured out and now you can proceed to take more than what you are capable of doing, then you can proceed with it. But don't take a lot that you feel overwhelmed कि तुम कुछ भी ढंग से ना कर पाओ. Mainly just take either 2 to 3 things that you're actually interested and passionate about, and so that you can give your 100% to each one of those, because it's better to give your 100% to 2 things and do them properly, instead of taking 5 things on your plate and not being able to give your 100% to any of them. So keep that in mind. Okay, 2 questions I'm going to take together. How strict is the attendance, and do classes get cancelled a lot? So I'm going to speak for my own department. I cannot speak for the whole college, but classes do not get cancelled that frequently, because and it only gets cancelled when the professors are stuck somewhere, or they have a genuine concern to, a genuine reason to cancel the classes, and it doesn't happen very regularly. I'm going to show you that. And apart from that, yes, attendance is strict. You need to maintain 66.6% and above of the attendance, because there are 2 kinds of assessment that takes place: continuous assessment and internal assessments. So internal assessments where you have your assignments, tests, etc. It depends on the teacher what kind of an internal assessment do they want to take. But apart from that, your continuous assessment depends on your attendance and depends on your class participation and different activities that you have in the class. So if you don't do that, you're going to lose your marks in continuous assessment. So yeah, attendance in that prospect is very important and essential. Okay, so the last question is how, like, there were a series of questions. How rigorous is it academically? So it again depends on the department you're going in and the subject you're choosing. For my own subject, which is psychology, it is rigorous, I'm not going to lie. The definition of difficult and rigorous differs from person to person, honestly. But yes, I will say it is rigorous. Yes, it needs your attention. Yes, you need to navigate the subject on your own. You cannot leave it and just, imagine or expect something miraculous to happen in terms of studying or grades. So yes, you'll have to take it up. But see, if you're entering in college, you're going to study everything in detail, and almost every subject becomes rigorous. It depends on how passionate or you are and about the subject. So if you're passionate and you love the subject that you're pursuing, it might not be as rigorous for you as it would be for someone else. So and a lot of time goes in college navigating a lot of things, which some people might find easy, some people might find difficult, some people might take a longer time, some people might do it quickly. So there's nothing like that. And make sure to keep in mind that you don't compare your own understanding with the other person or your counterpart or your fellows, because it doesn't help. And each one of us has a different way of understanding and navigating college life, especially academics. So keep that in mind. And yeah, obviously you will have to study. I'm not gonna lie, college life is not all fancies and events and fests. Not at all. You will have to study. You will have to devote time to doing your stuff correctly, in order to excel, of course, in any field. So there are 2 questions related to societies. How many societies are there in LSR, and in how many societies can we take part, and is it difficult to get in? Okay, so there are a lot of societies in LSR. I don't have the count for it, but you can go and check the LSR Students Union ka page, and every society has their own Instagram pages as well. So before going to college, stalk your college through, stalk all the societies that you're interested in. And all of the societies, once you enter the college, will have their own orientations as the college orientation and department orientations. So yes, you have a lot of options to explore from. Apart from that, how many societies can you take part in? up to you. You can take part in 2 societies, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever as I said. It depends on your capability and your interests, how much you can handle on your plate, completely up to you. Apart from that, the selection procedure for each society differs according to the society. Some societies usually send out their application forms, and after that you might have an interview round and then you are selected. But some societies do not conduct interviews. There are the open teams and the core teams and different positions in a society, and it depends. The selection procedure also depends on what role you are applying for. So yes, it differs from society to society, and some societies are difficult to get into. Some I don't know what difficult is, but basically if you have the caliber and if you have the bandwidth for it, if you have the passion for it, and if you are able to prove yourself through those application forms to the society that yes, you will be fit for this position and the society, then they're going to take you in. But if you're going to be just randomly going through and through, might not happen. One mistake that you should avoid, that I did in my first year, is that I took the application forms very casually. So I did not sit and think through before answering the questions on those application forms and actually looking into it. So because of that, I was not able to put myself forward as and how I would have liked it. So I would say that when you're sitting to fill an application form for a particular society, make sure what you do is first study the society. What kind of events do they do, what is their role, what are they looking for, and stuff like that. And after that, study the role that you want to go in for, and then sit and think through and then fill your application forms. So you know what you're doing, and you have higher chances of getting in, obviously. The next question is, where do we get book lists from? Best books, references to read for psych majors, but I'm going to answer it in a whole generic point of view. So again, when you go into your departments and when you start your classes, each of your professors provide you with certain readings that you can refer to for that particular subject. And also, if you look at your DU ka syllabus, you will find a section for references at the bottom where you can find your book list. As per se, it will not be like school. You will have around 2 to 3 references minimum, I'm saying, for a particular subject. You'll have to navigate through these references in books, find out which suits best for certain portions, and then you can make your notes accordingly or study from whatever reference suits you best. Otherwise, your professors will help you navigate your references very, very easily. And any doubts you have regarding your readings or your references, you can go to your professors. They will help you out. Yeah, that is how it works. The question is how to find the right people. Okay, so again, you never know who you're gonna meet, who is going to click with you, who is going to turn out good, who is going to turn out bad. So there's no specific answer for this question. But for me, when I went into college, I met 3 people on the first day, and all 3 of them have stuck with me throughout, and we have helped each other to literally survive through college life. And I'm not even kidding. You can find really good people also in college, which has been the experience for me personally. And you can also find not very good people in your college life, but make sure you are always receptive to people, and don't take things too seriously is what I would say. But be open to friendships, and be also vigilant enough to know who is good for you and who is not good for you. So yeah, there's no specific question on how to find right people, because obviously you cannot pick and choose that this is the person for me. But yeah, right people will find the way to you, and even if they do not, then you will learn a lot about people in college in general, which is going to help you further in life. So yeah, don't be scared of experiences. Make sure you are open and receptive to people enough, but also vigilant enough to notice when something goes wrong. Okay, so the question is, how has your experience been in LSR so far? So I have started my 3rd year of college, and it's been quite a ride. So I always wanted to get into LSR, and once I got into LSR, there was a whole cultural shock that took place for me, because I was really overwhelmed by the whole college experience and what to do, what not to do, how to navigate college life. A lot of confusions, and I was very, very scared, just like a lot of you out there. I know you're nervous, I know you're also excited, I know you're also scared, but everything is going to boil down eventually, so trust me on that. Maybe it will take a little bit more time, but it's going to boil down eventually, and you will learn how to navigate life. It's just that when you enter college, the adult life, or the idea of living an adult life, hits you, and you have to navigate a lot on your own, which takes a lot of time. You face a lot of things, and these are your formative stages, so you form a lot of your aspects of the personality, like your coping mechanisms and how you talk to people, how you navigate different things and stuff like that. So yes, it's going to be a new experience, and it might also shock you a little bit, it might overwhelm you a little bit, or more than that, but it's going to be fine. My experience at LSR has been like this. The first year for me went into navigating, and actually when I started navigating college life, there were a lot of personality questions that were thrown upon me also, like who am I, what am I doing, what are my interests, my likes, what should I do, what should I not do. By the time, and because of all of this, my I won't say that I was able to perform my 100% in college for the first year also, or till now. I would say, I'll be really honest, in second year it started getting easier for me. So in second year is when I actually started opening up. I went into societies, I went into the events, fests, started organizing, started meeting new people, making friends, outside my department or outside my group. Sorry about that. But yes, second year was the time when I actually started branching out. I got a fairer idea of how to study, and I explored a lot. I would say I explored a lot. And third year again has started sounding a little more serious than what second was, because obviously we are getting closer to graduating, but we have one more year to go. But overall, I think LSR experience has been very, very mind opening for me, I would say, because it taught me a lot of things, and it has been also overwhelming. Not gonna lie, every day or every week isn't going to be all happy and cherry, but this is what the truth is, and this is how you'll have to accept it also, that you will face difficulties, you will have low days. I don't want to scare you, but it's just that it's the reality. You're gonna have to also learn how to manage a lot of things, which will help you in further life. There are also really good days at college when you don't want to leave college, and there are also days when you don't want to enter college because you're just so sick and tired. But it's just a ride, and everyone is going to have their own personal rides and ways. But make sure you remember one thing, is that you are not alone in this. Everyone, literally everyone around you is in the same boat. Please remember that. There are your seniors, your professors you can reach out to always, and I hope that your college life experience will be really nice. I was also receiving a lot of CUET questions for the batch that is going to give CUET next year. So for that, I already have a CUET/study playlist on my channel, which will be linked above here or in the description box below. So make sure you go check that out. Check all of my videos out, and you will get all the necessary information there. Other than that, you can keep on asking questions in the comments, community posts. Make sure you watch the shorts. Make sure you keep watching my videos, and I am really excited to meet all of you who got into LSR on campus really soon. And I hope that your college life is smoother and like a beautiful experience. Don't be too scared. be excited. I'm sure you're nervous, but it's going to boil down eventually, and I hope you have a really good experience. This is the 100th time I'm saying it. But comment down below if you have any more questions, or if you let me just know what colleges did you get into, what majors did you opt for. Let's just talk a little bit in the comments. And yeah, I hope that this video was helpful, and I wish to see you soon in another video. Till then, bye.
I'm like, oh shit, I've been